Okay, we are live. Hey, Cheryl, how are you?
Hi, Colleen. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. So,
Good.
for the replay, I'm just going to let everybody
Hi,
know.
Colleen. I'm doing well. How about you? I'm doing great.
Uh, yeah, you want to go over to YouTube now and go ahead and do that whole chat thing, and then I'll do another announcement for the people.
Sorry, we've got a little technical issue on my side now. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
There we go.
Did you get to YouTube?
I did, but then I had feedback. So,
Oh, that's
um,
okay. Just turn your speaker down for just a moment while you do it,
okay.
or mute yourself while you do it, and go over there, do one chat, and then come right back. For those of you in the home audience, Cheryl's doing a very technical, advanced instruction right now. For those of you in the home audience, Cheryl's doing a very technical. She's going to make a comment at the YouTube side and come back to StreamYard. And at that time, she will be able to see and YouTube side and come back to StreamYard. And at that time, she will be able to see and YouTube side and come back to StreamYard. At that time,
Okay. Done.
okay, so everybody, we are live here for the World Peace Meditation, the monthly meditation that we do. And my guest meditator is Cheryl Avis, my very dear friend. And I'm very excited to have her here, mainly because she's bailing me out. And secondly, because her meditation is just kicking. You're gonna love it. You're really gonna love it. So Cheryl, I know there's nobody else here yet, and I may have to make you repeat this, but do you want to tell us a little bit about your website and your products and what you do?
I would love to. Thank you so much for asking me to be part of this tonight. I'm thrilled to be here.
Yeah.
My name is Cheryl Avis. I'm the owner of Infinite Solutions and Elevated Elixirs. I spent 35 years in corporate America in a big job, moved around the country, lived in New Jersey for a while even, and semi-retired at the beginning of 2020, right before everything shut down. But it gave me plenty of time to work on my website and get things ready to rock and roll. So Infinite Solutions is a metaphysical shop. It's an e-commerce shop at the moment. And I have crystals and oracle decks and all kinds of fun things. I've also been blessed with a proprietary process to elevate those items to their highest vibrational state. So any of the customers receiving those products actually get a really powerful tool when it arrives. The other thing that happened during the pandemic was I started actively channeling ascended masters and archangels, and created a product line that I call Elevated Elixirs. And these are, I'm just going to show you a bottle so you have an idea. These are crystalline charged sprays with a pure alcohol preservative that's charged separately to a dimensional frequency. Clear is probably the most popular spray right now. And when you spray it, it actually removes anything below a 5D vibration from your area. So that includes EMF and goopy people you've been with in the mall or the office or wherever. And they're just really fun and quite magical. So that's been a lot of what I've been working on during the pandemic. It's been a lot of fun.
Cool. Very cool. And what part of the country are you in, Cheryl?
We're in Illinois right now.
Awesome. That's awesome. So we got New Jersey represented here and Illinois. And if my sister shows up, we will have Seattle, but I'm not sure she's going to make it. So Jen was in the chat. I don't know if she's going to be able to join us or not, but I'm at the hospital early, so I hope I don't miss babies coming this weekend. Oh,
Oh,
she's in the hospital bed. Oh my gosh. Baby's got
baby's coming early, she says. They're
yeah.
coming this weekend.
Oh. I love I'm getting two chats for everyone here. Oh, that's cool.
Very nice.
That is going to be really nice. Oh, so exciting. We were at her baby shower a few weeks ago, and it was very, very exciting.
That is cool. Very nice. I still don't have a comment feature in StreamYard, just so you're aware.
No, how about so what do you see on the right-hand side of your
I see the private chat and I see comments, but I don't have any way to reply to anybody or make a comment.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can change.
It's okay.
Let me see. Guess.
Hi, JDDJ.
Oh, hello. Oh, I thought since I invited you, you would be in there. So let me just keep poking around here and see.
Okay. I am not in Facebook, but I was able to get back on YouTube and mute it. But it seems like there's still a little feedback.
Yeah. What's going on with private chat? Nothing. Yeah, that's the only way I know of to get people added in there. So
that's okay.
I'll watch the comments. I'm the moderator tonight, and you're the meditation leader. So
that's good. And if there are questions directly for me, I will respond after the fact on either Facebook or YouTube, or you can message me privately.
Yeah. Oh.
Hi, Cameron. Cameron's in Naples, stopping by to say hello. I don't know, did you meet her in Ecuador?
I don't think so.
No, I think she was there for the July gathering in 2018 where we met.
Okay. Maybe I met her and I can't remember. I don't remember very many people from them.
It was a big visit.
Yeah, it was. Is there a good stone to use when meditating? Mary, I would say pick a stone that you're drawn to and just see how that works for you. And also if it's a crystal, well, even if it's just a stone, you can program it. You can tell that stone or that crystal what your intentions are for your meditation. So if your intention is to connect to your guides, tell the stone that that's what you want to do. If it's for healing, tell the stone that that's what you want to do. I do that also when I go to sleep. I have a little bowl of stones. I'll pick one on a night and say, okay, now we're going to do healing tonight. So you're going to work a little harder tonight. And that's what they do for me. I've always done that.
It's a great question. And that's a good reminder for anybody on here. If you have a favorite crystal that you want to have join you on this journey, it will absorb the energy, the healing energy that you're going to be enjoying in a few minutes. And that will hold that energy for you when you come back.
Mm-hmm. And I think also make it easier for you the next time you use it. Because it does hold the energy. So it's sort of like opening the door to the same hallway. You kind of, it's familiar. You kind of recognize it.
Absolutely.
I want to connect with my starseed family. I think I'm Lyran. You know what I've been learning, JD, is that pretty much everybody who is starseed, and I honestly think pretty much everybody on the planet is one. They just maybe don't, they're not into that, so they're not thinking about it. But the Lyrans were the original race that, how do I say this? That began, their DNA began the Pleiadian races and the Syrian races. So the Lyrans are in pretty much all of us, because almost everybody on the planet today, almost everybody, I would say, has some Pleiadian. Um, Now, some people will say, no, not everybody's a star seed. There's only like 800,000 Pleiadians and this many Arcturians and this many. But I find it hard to believe that anybody would be sort of a purebred star seed of just one race if you had been here on Earth, because over time, our families intermarry, and, people marry people from different countries. And I just think that the gene pool has been so mixed that I know for me, I've got connections to at least 5 or 6 different starseed races. And that's coming from looking at my chart. Not that I'm an expert on that. I'm going to take a class on it. I don't know it yet, but I've had 2 different astrologers look at my chart and came up with slightly different answers about who I was connected to. So
I will also add this. I've meditated with a variety of tektites, and I actually have a sort of a cheat sheet that I use. And the best one for connecting with the Lyran race is just a normal tektite, the black ones. They almost look like lava or a black moldavite. So that would be a good one. And I can post that list in the comments later.
Oh, that'd be great.
So that you have them. It's moldavite for Palladians, arvedzonite for Arcturians, astrophyllite if you want to connect with the Andromedan Council, Agni Manatite, which comes out of Indonesia if you want to connect to the Syrians, Columbianite for Master Christos Collective, Libyan Space Glass for Interdimensional Free Worlds Council in Ancient Egypt, and then the common tektite for the Lyran Syrian Whites or the Anahazi.
Good Lord. That's amazing. That's amazing.
When they give me information, they give me a lot. So I try to keep notes. Yeah.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Thank you.
So I'll post that list in the comments later.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I'll be sure to use that list. That's what I'm very interested in. So we got a few people here. This
awesome.
This is good. Kelly and Kelly's Creative Dreams. She's there. Hi, Kelly. Thank you. Kelly, do you know, do I have to make you a moderator again, or are you just forever a moderator for me? She'll answer me in a minute. I do not know. I'm assuming that you are still, but I don't know. So we're just waiting, folks, a little bit to get some more people in the chat to join us, but also I'm waiting for a couple of people who I think might show up for the panel, but I'm not quite sure. So while we're waiting, Cheryl, can you tell everybody again about your shop, about you, about what you do and everything? I think that would be really interesting. I mean, they already know you know a hell of a lot about stones to connect with starseed races.
I know a lot about a lot of things. Most of them wouldn't be relevant here, but my business is Infinite Solutions, SOUL. And the website is infinite-solutions-crystals. And I have lots of great crystals and oracle decks and all sorts of things for your altar, some rosewood and copper wands, just a large assortment of metaphysical tools. And then I've created a line of crystal charged sprays called Elevated Elixirs. I have 9 currently that I carry or have made and carry. and they come with a specific role and a specific vibrational frequency. The frequencies vary depending upon the spray, and they're really fun. They're quite magical. My chiropractor uses them in her office. I have one called Rejuvenate, which is Archangel Raphael brought this one in, and it is an 11D, I believe, vibrational frequency. And you just spray it on any little ache or pain, it'll dissipate the sensation, the pain, take it away. It'll also, like if you need that, instead of a cup of coffee in the afternoon, you need that little pick-me-up, just spritz yourself with Rejuvenate, it takes care of it. My sister started a new job at the beginning of this year in the medical field, and that was new to her. She came out of banking. And she would have to go into the hospital occasionally. And she asked me for a bottle of Shield and a bottle of Clear. The Shield is Archangel Michael. So you just spray it. It kind of protects you and insulates you from, negative energy, germs, lower vibrational frequencies, things like that. And then Clear basically clears anything below a 5D vibrational frequency. So if you find yourself out in public and if you're an empath, you get home and you feel a little beleaguered or tired or worried, but they're not your energies, that Clear will take care of that. Get rid of it right away. So they're really, really fun. And there's the Clear. This is a lot of dragon energy, and Isis came in to gift us with that one. And then this one is another one of my favorites, Merlin, the wizard himself. And that's great if you need to bend time. It's great for meditation, creating portals, things a little bit more on the magical side. Merlin made this one really well. So it's a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to play with. And honestly, if you're intrigued by that at all, go to the website, click on the Elevated Elixirs tab at the top in the menu, and read all of the testimonials from the people who have just experienced such great stuff. And Kelly, thank you for that shout out in there. I appreciate that. And Kim has had good experience with them too. But anyway, they're a lot of fun, and the whole website is like 30% off right now, so it's a great time to try them. We're trying to get out there and help people stretch their dollars with all of the inflation illusion that's going on.
Okay. I'm trying to send a link to Cleo, who is trying to get in here. Just give me 1 second here. All right. Okay, so I sent that to her. So, oh, good. So Kelly beat me to it. She got your website up there. I was trying to find it. I could only find your Facebook. Great. So we got that stuff up there. So folks, I'm just going to delay just a couple minutes because Cleo's supposed to be joining us. And she told me that she actually invested in a light. So she's not going to be in the dark. She's going to be, which would be very good if she could get on here. And so you guys may or may not be wondering how Cheryl and I connected. We met on a spiritual retreat in Ecuador. We were both there on our little lonesome, and I met a lot of people that were just really, really amazing. But it was a very, very mind-bending trip, to be sure. But it was also educational. I mean, you had to take a bunch of classes and be ready, with the kind of like A levels of those classes in order to participate in the retreat, which was kind of I hadn't had that kind of experience since I guess band camp, like it's the only thing I can compare it to. So it was really fun, and it was really expansive, and I was really excited to go. And then when I got there, I met so many people, including Cheryl, that were just very high vibe and my kind of people, and we really hit it off. And since then, and how long has it been, Cheryl? Is that 4 years?
It was July of 2018.
Okay, so 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 years ago, and ever since then, I've been trying to figure out some way that we could do something together. And I've been doing my YouTube channel for about 2 years, and Cheryl and I connected. Really, we never really disconnected. We've been together on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
all the time, and then we started chatting about YouTube and her business and all these things. And I thought, well, this will work out, so let's do it. So
Yeah, this is perfect.
Mm-hmm. Very, very happy. Excuse me one moment. Cheryl, just take it away. But I just want to see what's going on with Cleo, because she couldn't talk to me on the phone.
You bet. Again, if you have a stone, favorite stone that you want to have handy for the meditation, when we do that, I think you'll enjoy journeying with that stone. We're actually going to go off planet someplace and do some really cool work with some very talented healers. So that'll be fun and relaxing, and a great way to start the weekend. I think we have a new moon tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so it's just the perfect time to set your intentions for manifesting what you need in your life, and a sacred healing is a great way to kick that off. So, and I'll just tell you a little background. I actually collected rocks as a child. My parents brought my maternal grandfather in to live with us. I was 5, and my younger siblings were 3 and 1. So every Sunday we would leave my grandfather alone so he could have some quiet time without the family. And we grew up on the Mississippi River, so we would go agate hunting, because those wash down from the Lake Itasca and all of that good stuff. So have lots of fun Mississippi River agates in my collection, and that interest was sort of revitalized when my son hit elementary school, middle school. It didn't last long for him, but it reignited my passion, and before I knew it, I had a house full of crystals and a crystal business. So you never know where those childhood hobbies will take you.
Wow, that's so interesting. My father and I used to collect rocks together. That was one of the things that we connected on. He had a rock tumbler, and he wanted to make jewelry out of them, but he didn't make the jewelry, but he loved collecting them and identifying them and polishing them up and everything. We took several trips where the rest of my family was just like, what the hell are they doing? And my dad were just like, ooh, look at that one. We're so into it. So yeah, so I've always had kind of a big old rock collection, That's kind of something I always had. And then when I discovered a little grocery store book about crystals, I must have been about 10 or something. And it came with a little baggie stapled to the outside. It was one of those little 25-cent books you got at the grocery store at checkout. Yeah. And it had 2 little crystals in a baggie stapled to the front of the book. But that book, now see, if I was 10 years old, so this was the 60s. And it said, you can program your crystals, and this is how you do it. And there's different kinds of crystals. They're just talking about clear quartz crystals. The milky ones are female, and the clear ones are male. And you don't have to have a male and a female together, but just so you know, one's more yang, one's more yin. And it was this whole thing about, and I was like, wow. And sadly, that's probably a lot of the basis of my education about crystals.
And that's okay, because you opened the portal of the knowledge, right? The knowledge can come in once you crack the door. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah. Yeah, the new moon, I think, is actually very, very early tomorrow morning, but I'm feeling it all day today. It's my new moon. I'm moon in Virgo, and I was born almost at the new moon anyway. So it's new moon Virgo is just my jam. It's my whole thing. So
that's awesome.
All right. So my sister had called just to tell me that she couldn't make it. And so we're not going to wait for her anymore. And Cheryl, I think before you start, let me go through all the aches and pains of sharing the screen. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to disturb your thing, your meditation. Whoops. Share system audio? No. Share your audio. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to make mine big and take it away.
All right. I'm going to this is royalty-free music, so don't anybody freak out. I'm playing some music in the background.
I'm going to turn off my
if
overhead
you can
light.
hear it. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody settle in your comfy chair or your floor, or your bed, or wherever you're meditating from tonight. All right, we're going to begin again by getting comfortable. Get settled into your space. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. They're not earrings. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Another nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. As you relax, your body is fully supported by your environment. And one more deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Remember to stay connected to your breath and just relax. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Return to your breath. Now let's take a moment to focus on your body. Beautiful body of form. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for your strength and endurance in all situations. You can relax while I take this journey. I want you to visualize a rose quartz. Call in the energy of this stone. Rose quartz is the crystal of unconditional love and healing. Visualize a cloud of luxurious, soft pink surrounding your body in a transparent pink glow. As this lovely pink surrounds you, feel it embrace you and feel the unconditional love of Source filling every cell of your body. This quartz will love and protect you while your soul journeys. Set the intention now to have perfect recall of all that you see and experience through any of your senses, so you can journal about it upon your return, if you are called to do so. Today, our souls will journey to a place of sacred healing. As you are now relaxed and comfortable, allow your soul to gently lift out of your body. Become aware of the space around you as you do so. This space is familiar to your human form. And as you lift to the ceiling of this space, I'd like you to turn around and look at the room in which your body is resting. Look at this space from your higher perspective. Observe the energy of the room and how it is interacting with your body. What do you see in the space that is blocking energy flow? Is there anything that could be rearranged to better support you? What do you see that no longer serves you? What, if anything, is missing in the space that might bring in better energy? Look through the rose quartz cocoon and observe the color of your aura. Let the answers to these questions flow to you. They will come when you're ready. And if you don't get an answer, that's okay. It may not have arrived yet. Be patient. If the room is absolutely perfect, congratulate yourself on a job well done. Now look at your human form. Ask your beautiful body to show you the areas that need attention. This might be done by various areas lighting up in different colors. It might be that an area glows with light, or you may become aware of a physical sensation in your body. Make note of the highlighted areas and keep them in mind as we continue our journey. We lift now through the ceiling and roof of your house and journey up into the cosmos. We are setting the intention to travel to a sacred healing space created just for us tonight. As we are passing by stars and planets outside our solar system, we begin to slow as the planet ahead, with shimmers of blue and green, beckons us. As we travel down through the atmosphere, we see magnificent crystal pyramids, as clear as glass and as large as the pyramids in Egypt. There are lovely beings at the doorway to greet us. Full of God source love, you know you are safe and protected here. They lead you to a private chamber and motion for you to lie down on the bed. The bed is also made of pure clear quartz, but as you position yourself, it is as soft as the most comfortable bed you have ever felt. As you relax into the exquisite plushness of the crystalline bed, you feel every part of you releasing the old. There is only grace, ease, and flow here in this healing space for your highest and greatest good. These healers are mystical, using crystals, sacred geometry, and energy movement. They know exactly what is needed in each area for the quickest and most effective healing. Call to mind the areas of your body that were shown to you before you left your house, and the healers will address those areas now. If there are ancestral diseases or trauma of which you are aware, please ask that those be removed from your DNA at this time without harm or recall. Give thanks to your ancestors for their lessons and sacrifices, and wish them ease as they continue their own journeys. As the healers work, we are going to let you relax for a few minutes. If there is anything the healers need you to know, they will share that information with you now. Be mindful of any words, colors, foods, sounds, or other items that appear in your mind's eye, as you will want to take note of these when you return home. Feel free to ask them questions. We ask that the information be provided back to you in a crystal clear manner, such as, is it something to be added or eliminated? We ask the information come to you in terms you understand. Continue to breathe and allow. If your mind wanders, that's just fine. Just come back to your breath as soon as you are aware. There are no judgments here, no preconceived ideas. Here you just are, and you are seeking that which will heal you and help you be the best version of yourself. Continue to breathe and enjoy the healing. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to help you come back. All right, dear ones, our healers are just finishing up their work. Please take a moment to review what you have received. Ask any final questions. Take a moment to express your gratitude for the healing. Ask if your healing team has anything else for you. If you are offered a small gift, take it with thanks. Time for you to gently and slowly sit up and stand up from the crystal bed. Your greeters are there to take you back to the entrance. As you exit the pyramid, you feel lighter, more invigorated, and more complete than when you arrived. Know that you have been lovingly restored as we lift off into the atmosphere and begin the journey back to Earth. Again, passing through the cosmos, past planets and stars. The trip back always seems shorter, doesn't it? Here we are at the edge of Earth's atmosphere, and we're coming back down to your own rooftop. Notice what you see around you. Do things look the same or different than when you left? Now, as we go through the roof and back into the room where you began your journey, pause once again at the ceiling and look around the room. Looking at your space from your refreshed, higher perspective, observe the energy of the room and how it is interacting with your body. Do you see anything in the space that is blocking energy flow? Is it the same or different than when we began the meditation? Is there anything that could be rearranged to better support you? Is that the same or different than when we began the meditation? What do you see in the space that no longer serves you? Again, any change from the prior observation? What, if anything, is missing that might bring in better energy? Think about these observations in relation to any information your healing team might have given you. Now, bring your attention back to your body and ask your beautiful body of form once again to show you places that need attention. What are you observing? Are the areas that were previously highlighted different now? Are there any new areas that need attention? Is there any change to the color of your aura? Take note so you can record this information later if you're called to do so. Now, dear one, gently lower yourself back into your beautiful body of form. Feel yourself sinking back into the physicality of your body. There. Take a nice deep breath and feel how wonderful it feels to expand your chest and feel your heart beating. Isn't that lovely? Notice how well you fit into your body and how easily everything seems to move. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently move your arms and legs. Express gratitude once again for such a wonderful body with such amazing capabilities. There are no limitations which you cannot overcome when you work in harmony with your physical form. Take another deep cleansing breath. And when you are ready, open your eyes. If you're moving, please be sure to go slowly when you're ready. You've been on a very high-powered healing journey, and we just want to make sure that you're not going to be too off kilter. So move slowly. And there, lovely. How's everyone doing?
That was wonderful.
Good. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. But I have to stop sharing because I can't see the comments. So I feel
Okay, fine.
I love these visuals, but I still have them on my second screen. That's good. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, exit full screen. That's what I have to do. There we go.
I feel like everybody's still kind of coming back. Yeah. So just take a few deep breaths, drink a little water to ground yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a dark stone, if you're feeling loopy, smoky quartz or obsidian, black tourmaline, any of the darker stones will help you ground after a journey like that.
Nice. Very nice. So people in the chat, if you're back, if anybody wants to share something, by all means, please do. They might not be back yet.
Yeah, that was especially if you've not done a lot of those big journeys like that, it can be a little bit, make you a little bit loopy when you come back.
Mm-hmm.
I've also had people stay longer for the healing portion and fall asleep. Mm-hmm. So they'll come back when they're ready.
Mm-hmm. We'll give everyone a few minutes. The music was very nice too.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the whole thing. I hope that, I mean, I don't know if people saw the graphics because I think a lot of people close their eyes when they meditate, but I opened my eyes and peeked every now and again, and it was really nice.
Yeah, and it's a good visual meditation too. If you don't want to close your eyes and you just want to look at the graphics with the music in the background.
Yeah.
It's another way to do it.
I think when what I'll do when I release this is I might go through the slides and just improve the transition a little bit because it got stuck on that first one. So I think after I clicked the first one, then they all started going.
So. They did. And actually, I think it worked out well because I think I read a little slower than I did when I rehearsed it. And it actually worked out. The last slide appeared just like right at the end. So it was perfect.
Okay, great. Fantastic.
And thank you, Sharon. Very kind and nice of you to join tonight. And Kelly's Creative Dreams. Actually, the cats probably really enjoyed the energy. They were journeying with you, even though that you thought they were playing. So thank you, Kelly.
Very nice.
Yes.
Enjoyed the format and the comparison of my way before and after music was notified. Yeah.
Thank you, Cameron. Very good. And I think the great thing is that if you feel like you need more healing, because healing yourself, right? The self-care is like peeling an onion sometimes. And when you heal something on the surface that has your most focus, you get to the next layer many times. So the great thing about technology is they can come back to your channel and do this again and again to the extent they find it helpful and beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think that also doing this healing on a new moon is quite important too, because the dark moon is when most healing takes place. So it's really, really a good night for it as well.
Yes, very good. Thank you for including me.
Yeah, thank you. Because now I can go to sleep tonight and get up and go to the fair tomorrow and have no cares.
You're gonna knock it out of the park there, I'm sure.
Thank you. I was looking at the weather and a couple weeks ago, and it said that the first weekend was going to be all thunderstorms. And I thought, oh, great, that's all we need. But it's changed, like weather does, and now it's
Yeah,
just going to be sunny and hot and sunny,
beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
As my husband would say, the sun always shines on the righteous.
Ah, so Kelly is asking, how often do both of you meditate, and what do you recommend? Well, I put on a meditation every night, pretty much when I'm going to sleep. I do a guided meditation then. I do little brief meditations during the day whenever I need it, but I try to get in one really good one a day. It doesn't always happen, but that's what I try to do. And I try to do it with intention so that it has a purpose. Sometimes I'm just like, la, 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 let's just have a little fun. But most of the time I have work to do. So, like I'm healing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. What about you, Cheryl?
And don't hate me, but I am really bad at meditating. I'm an active channeler, so I'm always connected. And I find that I get the most information, like most people would during meditation. I get the most information when I'm occupied doing something. So my meditations are walking or working with my inventory, brainstorming an idea while I'm journaling, stuff like that. So there are different kinds of meditations. You just have to find the one that works for you.
I think that's true for creative people too, because if I'm like editing videos or singing or just kind of like daydreaming or whatever, or taking a walk, that I get a lot of information then too.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know how it is. It's different for everybody, but I get like, they're like movie reels.
Oh,
Right. So when I do a guided visualization, my biggest issue is that something is said and I get this whole download of information. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wait, what happened to the meditation? Because I'm busy receiving information. And I'm like, oh, wait. And then I get a little frustrated with myself because I can't focus. But yeah, I had a really interesting travel companion in, I think it was 2013 or 2014. I was flying back from a business trip from North Carolina to Minneapolis. And I sat next to a gentleman who was an allopathic physician who was going to Minneapolis to become a transcendental meditation instructor with the monks. He had retired from Western medicine and he wanted to be a meditation instructor. So we had a lovely chat about it. And I told him one of my biggest problems when I tried to meditate was all the mental chatter, all the noise. And he had this great tip for me. He said, just imagine if you stirred up the mud in the water and how, how much silt there is just floating there, suspended in the water. He said, that's all that mind chatter is. You just have to let it settle. Mm-hmm. And if you can just breathe through that until it settles, it'll get easier with time. And it was probably the best meditation tip I had ever been gifted with.
Yes, so that is excellent. That is really, really excellent. Yeah. And also just no expectations. Like, you're not going to solve world peace in one meditation. You're not going to solve your whole life in one meditation.
That's right.
You got to just be patient with that. Oh, well, now I'm ready for that. Okay, great.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Colleen. I really appreciated being here tonight.
Yeah, I really appreciated having you. And I think it was just perfect the way it worked out with just you and me. I think that was just fine. And Jen, best of luck with you. I don't see her. She's probably doing some kind of baby thing. Is she up here? I don't see. Yeah, the last time we heard from her was when she first came on. So she must be doing baby stuff.
She must be.
All right. Well, Jen, have a wonderful baby.
Best of luck with that.
Yep. Jen's at the hospital now. So best of luck. We're so happy for you. And Cheryl, thank you a million thanks to you. It was a beautiful meditation and a beautiful, presentation and music. Wow, it was just like Radio City Music Hall here for meditation. So
My
nice,
pleasure. My
nice,
pleasure.
nice production. And everybody, thank you for coming. And Kelly, thank you for moderating. Thank you for keeping us safe. And I have no idea if anybody really joined from Facebook. I guess I'll have to explore that later and figure out if anybody did. But thanks a million, you guys, and see you next month.
All right. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.